Do giants exist? Is all this talk about giants real? Yes, it is. There is so much evidence in ancient history, it is impossible for giants to not be real at this point. Since there is so much talk about giants in Syria, I just wanted to show you guys how that this is nothing new, and that it was always said that in Syria there were giants. There are giant cities, there are giant caves, there are even giant footprints. Smells like Nephilim, giant footprints discovered at ancient temple in Syria. Evidence that giants once roamed the land can be found all over the world. We even have modern stories of giants of Kandahar, outlandish tales of the U.S. military that says that they encountered, let's put an allegedly there, they allegedly encountered giants while on missions. This is all on Google, and there are so many accounts. Yesterday, one of the comments in my video about the KGB whistleblower that was talking about giants in Syria, all alleged, of course, but someone said, if there were giants in Syria and our military forces saw them, wouldn't they have said so? Well, if you go back on Google and look at the article that I just showed you, it actually has witness testimony of military guys saying that they had to sign NDAs when they got back. So, take that into consideration. If there is this big secret, they're not going to come and tell you, or they're not going to come and tell you openly until it's necessary. But there have been several whistleblowers and witness testimony about it. The Observation Post, Military Times, even has articles on it. Here be giants, outlandish tales of the military. In this article, we speak, of course, of the giants of Afghanistan, creatures from times past, and parts unknown, who were purportedly spotted outside U.S. garrisons once upon a time. Encounters with these beings, which some outlets claim to have occurred during service member deployments to Afghanistan, were recently recapped on the Hovak Journal blog, a website dedicated to veterans, news, and issues. During the war, many members of the U.S. military and coalition would encounter activity that would defy normality. Orton wrote on Havoc Journal, encounter with the giant of Kandahar, a biblical cryptid creature. The article is funny. It says the giant was doing giant things like cooking giant food and minding his giant business. According to online accounts, the giant of Kandahar, who was said to be responsible for an entire patrol going missing, stood a towering 13 feet tall. It sported a shock of flaming red hair and 6 fingers on each hand, and 2 rows of teeth. So as you can see, there are several reports. Nobody just thought to look for them, maybe. Once a plant is seeded in my head, I not only go look back in mythology, ancient history, and Anunnaki chronicles to see what is said, to confirm what is being said now, but I literally find contemporary articles and even military testimonies on websites that are for veterans. So it's not a Pinco Palino thing. These are true witness testimony. So with all this popularity going to these whistleblowers, they're saying that allegedly there are giant Anunnaki under Area 51. Allegedly, another whistleblower says that there are giants in Syria that are camouflaging themselves within the war. The evidence is out there. It's not true that there's no evidence. There is so much evidence. Even the Smithsonian has gigantic skeletons. This is nothing new. There's nothing to be shocked about. It's no longer folklore. It has been proven. It has been proven with skeletal remains, and it has been proven in ancient history, and it has been proven with witness eye testimony in modern day times. This article was published by David Mickelson on June 21st, 2004. Gas exploration in Saudi Arabia reportedly uncovered human remains of gigantic proportions. Giants have been proven and proven over and over again. This is no longer mythology. This is the network of underground Syrian tunnels and cave system that allegedly these red-headed giants live in. Inside the secret cave hideouts that are in Syria, these are more of the complex cave systems in Syria, where there has been multiple reports of sightings of gigantic humanoids. So these are ancient giant footprints in Syria, just to show you the proportion of these humans that are huge. This is an ancient site, so it's not like they went there and made it now. These are ancient stories and proof. And this is the area where you would find all of these sightings of these giants. It's Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, around Turkey, and this is all the area where the Anunnaki were. Ancient Sumer, Ur, the cradle of civilization. It all started there. So, of course, if there are giants that hid underground, that's where they would be. And that's where we're getting the witness testimony saying that they are. So I personally believe these whistleblowers telling us that the Anunnaki are back and that they are giants, because it is no longer folklore. It is proven